How's it going, everyone? Hi, this is my contest entry for Filmfanpete 1,000 subscriber contest. Congratulations, Pete. I mean, yeah, for 5 months and having an explosion like that of subscribers, wow, you really are doing something right. Anyways, you wanted to know what was our favorite movie-going experience as a child. Anybody that has seen my stuff, past videos or anything like that, knows that my favorite, hands down, movie experience as a child, it goes to the movie Phantasm. Being a young boy when this movie first came out, and my mother taking myself and another friend of mine who lived down the street to go see this at the drive-in. I mean, it was such a treat to see, not only to go to the drive-in with my mom, but to, and my friend, but to actually have her take me to go see a horror movie, of which she knew nothing about. And just that I had seen a commercial for it, I was like, oh, Mom, please, 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 take me. And all of a sudden, I get home from school, and she says, guess what, you get to take one other person, and I'm going to take you to the movies. God, you know what? I was so excited. I can't even tell you the reason why, I was given this opportunity and not my younger brother or sister. But she did. She took us to the drive-in, which I loved the drive-in, and I wish they still has some around. I mean, I heard that they do, and hopefully I can get my kids to experience it, but it's probably not going to be the exact same experience that I had. If you're interested in that, look through my past videos, and you can find me talking about my drive-in experience. And this was all thanks to Thomas, the 13th Wolfman, who did a little trilogy series speaking about that, and he ended up, I had to do it because it was such a huge impact for me. But, like I said, everyone who knows me knows that this is the movie that I have the most fondest memory of watching, just being captivated by it, and it is one of my all-time favorite movies, not just because it's a good movie, but because of that experience. My mom passed out in the back seat because she cannot stand horror movies, and my friend and I just sitting there just captivated, me in the driver's seat, too young to drive, and, I could barely look over the dashboard, I was so short, but it was a great experience. But that's not what I'm picking for this contest. Gary Colfie, we all know him as Colfie, I had mentioned to him and everything like that. I think it was in a video or in conversation, I can't remember. But, see, I grew up in a location. You can also find this in prior videos, too, about me talking about my past. I grew up in a location where they did a lot of films. I went to school with some actors. At the time, child actors. I grew up around a lot of big movie producers and everything. And so this is going out to Colfie to kind of mention that, and I also mentioned this to Horror Show 3000, which if he's watching this, he'll know exactly what I'm going to be talking about. But I want to just show this real quick. I have Jaws and Jaws 2 up here, thinking, well, what the hell is this for? Like I said, anybody that knows me will remember any of this stuff. But the guy I call like my second dad, he was the stuntman in Jaws and Jaws 2. In Jaws, he was the diver that went down for the replacement of Richard Dreyfuss when the cage was torn apart by the shark. That was my dad in that one. And yeah, I proudly call him my dad. In this one, he was the first diver that gets eaten. You know him because when he turns around, his pinky sticks straight up. That's because he has a metal rod that goes in his pinky. That he got it caught in a 50 cal when he was in Vietnam. So it just shattered the bone, and they just stuck a metal rod in there, so it constantly sticks up. But anyways, so this was a major introductory to behind the scenes of movie making and movie magic. So that's what I'm going to be talking about, because this was all done during my childhood. Like I said, where I grew up and what I was exposed to. The Hitcher. What the hell is this? Well, see, I went to a high school. I'm not going to mention the name. Well, the high school that I went to was actually this one that they changed the name to Hubert Humphrey High, but it was actually Saugus High. That's the school that I graduated from. But anyways, yeah, perfect timing, huh? Anyways, this one in The Hitcher, I went to a special school that was for troubled youth and childhood actors, because like I said, where I grew up, there was a continuation school that actors, young actors, to help, so they can keep their career going, but also finish school, went to. And not only that, but he started off in this school, the one portrayed in this movie, which is Saugus High School, and then went to the continuation school, as well as I did. He was in a grade one. I mean, he's 1 year, ahead of me. But the person that I'm talking about, that I actually hung out with, and we, talked and everything like that, was C. Thomas Howell. Yeah, I went to school with C. Thomas Howell. And we hung out and everything because we not only went to Saugus High School together, but we ended up going to the same continuation school for a while before he graduated. And then went on to stay with his career. But yeah, so that's why I have The Hitcher there. Christine, of course, you've all seen it. The gas station exploding. I was there for that. And then Return to Living Dead Part 2, where we snuck on to the location. We're actually hiding in the bushes, of which, like I said, the work print, I heard there's a work print out there. I need to find it to see if that scene that the camera was aimed right at us, and me and two of my other buddies, dead of night, were hiding behind that bush. And then after they had left another location, going back and running through the skeletal structure of the homes that they used for one of the zombie scenes. Yeah, acting like zombies. It's friggin' awesome. But, let's see, making it shorter, or getting to the point, I should say. The one I'm going to go with and really show you, which is a really fond memory, and it happened to me when I was very young, when the guy who was in this, the stuntman from here, I'm not going to say his name, he actually, I am Frank, okay? His name is Frank. Anyways, when Frank took us to one of the locations, it was on the set, the movie set, or, oh God, I'm messing it up. Anyways, I was down at the studios, okay? Just break it short. Down at the studios, and I remember running around, goofing off, and I ran into someone. When I say ran into, I literally ran into the man. Of course, I had to look up at him at the time. I was a little kid. And I remember he said, oh God, something like, take it easy, kid. He touched the top of my head, kind of ruffled my hair a bit, and he said, watch yourself, or take it, take it easy, or watch what you're doing. Something like that. Like I said, it was so long ago. But I don't know if you'll be able to see him, but it was this man right here. Try to get a good angle. There it is. Right there. You recognize him? Yeah. At the time, I had no idea who he was. Okay? And it was him and a couple other guys. They laughed and then just walked away. And I remember he scared the shit out of me because he looked just like this. Well, not with the armor on and everything, but his face. And I remember he scared the shit out of me. And yeah, I straightened up and I didn't run around or play around for the rest of the day. But that was the special effects wizard, Tom Savini. That's right. As a young boy, I ran right smack dab, came around a corner and boom, plowed right into Tom Savini. At the time, I didn't know it. I'd love to meet him now and ask him, does he even remember that? So, just, I have loads of childhood memories with movies and things. Going to the movies, too, as a child, like I said here. Being on set, I'm going to go with, it's not Knight Riders, because I don't know what he was filming there for, what he was doing on the set, okay, or at the studios. In fact, I can't even remember what movie Frank was filming at the time when he took us. Oh, well. Anyways, So movie experience of going to see the movies, phantasm. Movie experience of actually being at a studio set and the studio environment. I'm just throwing out Knight Riders because it was where I physically ran into Tom Savini. So there you have it. I hope this is good enough for contest entry. Like I said, kind of threw this out there, mentioning, Horror Show 3000, because I told him about this. He couldn't believe it. Told everyone about this before. And Kofi, there you go, buddy. Some of my, I guess, fond memories of growing up. So Filmfanpete, thank you for this opportunity. And congratulations, and I don't even have to say it, but I know you're going to get 1,000 more. So take care, everyone, and catch you later.